Welcome to the Pasadena City College's first annual AV Awards, presented by TVR 107. Thank you for joining us to honor PCC students and their entertainment endeavors. Now give a big round of applause to our hosts TJ Collins and Dominique Lopez.
Welcome everybody to the first PCC AV Awards. I'm one of your hosts, TJ Collins.
And I'm Dominique Lopez. Thank you all so much for joining us here in person and on our live stream at lanterstudios.org. Today we honor the Pasadena City College students and their amazing projects.
That's right, selecting these nominees was an incredibly difficult process.
But something about the projects we are presenting tonight go above and beyond.
That's right, these students not only wrote and developed their own ideas, but they organized the cast, crew, and became familiar with new technologies they'd never used. But each category comes with a unique set of skills and challenges, and our judges carefully analyzed each submission based on a thoughtfully curated criteria.
Like for Best Music Video, students' projects were judged on the creativity, flow, rhythm, and visual message of their music video.
Now, before we hop into our first category, we got to do something, give a big round of applause to our sponsors today. So give it up for them.
The 2025 PCC AV Awards are sponsored by Glenn Connunan with Ostrich Farm Productions, Jacob Lochner with Llama Productions, Glenn Gershon, James Patrick, Kenneth Thomas, Liesl Reinhardt, Gilbert Rivera, and William Del Rosario from PCC Strategic Communications and Marketing Department, Lucky Boy Restaurants, and a very special thank you to Iman Cochran at the PCC Fab Lab. Thank you for your support.
That's right. Thank you once again for supporting our PCC students as they pursue their career in television, film, and radio.
And now, without further ado, let's jump into our first category, Best Editing.
That's right. So the sponsor for this one is actually none other than the one and only, the Big G, Glenn Gershaw.
Now, while an editor's whole goal is for their work to be invisible to the audience, we want to see them for once and acknowledge their hard work.
That's right. As a lot of you know, with this TikTok, editing has become crazy. It's one of the toughest jobs out there. You always notice if it's bad, but never notice if it's good.
And we're noticing the good ones here today.
Yeah, you're absolutely right, Dom. Today's editors not only demonstrated vision and talent, but also tackled the daunting task of keeping their audience engaged. You know, that's something you got to be able to do. Dom, it's your turn, brother.
Of course. And sorry I got locked in watching our nominees.
Yeah, we have a very big one here today. You know, from editing trailers to montages to scenes and vlogs, editors must film and mold whatever it is to their needs. So the nominees for Best Editing are Movie Trailer for Terminator Dark Fate, edited by Marjorie Grace Lee.
Ghosted, edited by Jaden Ledig.
And This Is My Day, edited by Jaden Garcia.
You Can't Stop, TVR, edited by Robert Medina.
And now let's take a look at our nominees.
My day starts at about 4 in the morning. Grab my things, my phone, my headphones, my water bottle, my phone charger, my wallet, my keys.
Now those were the nominees for Best Editing. And without further ado, let's get into the winner. And the winner of Best Editing goes to, I was drum rolling, just imagine. Jaden Ledig and Ghosted. Give it up for Jaden.
I mean, you've been at this for 7 decades. Maybe it's time to move on.
Move on to what?
Well, what did you want to do before you...
Died?
Yeah, died.
Well, I don't know. I think I just wanted to give haircuts to dogs.
Well, what's stopping you? Get out there, get a license. You know, you gotta do what makes you happy. You only live once. You only die once.
Yeah. Yeah. You know what? I think I'm done with this haunting business for real. Thank you, Jimothy. You're a swell guy.
Of course, man.
Although, I do always need someone haunting the place, so...
Go ahead and give her a little speech if you feel like it.
Well, I'm actually extremely terrified to be on stage right now, so I'm just going to do a quick thank you to my professors, Professor Keenan and Thomas. Thank you so much for all your help and teaching me. And it's my first semester here, so I'm kind of surprised by everything. So thanks again. Yeah.
Thank you once again. Give it up for Jaden with the winner of Best Editing. And now the next category is Best Radio Show or Podcast, and this is sponsored by Glenn Chuchan, the owner of Ostrich Farm and Studio, and not only that, one of the best TVR people in this entire department, if I do say so myself.
It seems like everyone these days has a podcast, for better or for worse.
Yeah, kind of like our podcast that lasted, like, what, one episode around? It was...
You definitely let it flop, that's why.
I mean, I guess I can take the
Well,
blame for that.
These are obviously for the better. That's why they were nominated.
You're right. These PCC students take their craft and audio to a whole new level.
Balancing co-hosts and interviews, as well as keeping the audio quality of the podcast clear, is certainly not an easy task.
Yeah, we know. We struggle with that greatly. And radio shows are just a beast of their own. You know, the timing, the music, the dialogue, keeping the energy up. It's a lot to deal with.
And these nominees did it all. The nominees for Best Radio or Podcast are David's Podcast, created by David Saldivar, Navigando con Mar, created by Mariana Cardenas,
The House of Hip Hop, created by India Brown, and Friday Live with Bob Benton, a conversation with Ron Binder, created by Bob Benton.
Let's take a listen to our nominees.
Ricky Jerk, Gabby Jerky here. Yes, we're here. We're back on Gary's podcast. We are Ricky Jerk. I come here. We're back on Gary's podcast. We did. Yay. Yay. Hey, Franco, too.
Invito a todos los estudiantes de nuestra comunidad a que reflexionen, que se den ese tiempo de ver y planear y ver que sí pueden alcanzar su meta.
Well, we heard Ladies First.
Yes.
And that's from Queen Latifah, of course, from 1989. And Queen Latifah, a.k.a. Leaf, was it exhilaration? I mean, how did you feel watching that film afterwards?
I haven't been able to watch it. I have too many nightmares during the years. That was 1976.
And those are some great submissions there once again. But there can only be one winner, you know. So without further ado, the winner of Best Radio Show and Podcast goes to Bo Benton. Give it up for Bo Benton with the Friday Live with Bo Benton.
Well, as a cinematographer, I think that cinematographers are like God, and that's what I figured when I first got into the business. They're strict. They're nicely dressed all the time. They command the set. The early cinematographers got the call when it was a wrap because they decided when there was enough light, when there wasn't enough light. And actually, some of the earlier cinematographers got a chance to be strict and violent with their crews, too. A lot of people don't know that. There were people that used to, there are cinematographers that used to whip people if they weren't doing the right job.
Wow.
And like I remember in one case on a TV series called
All right, I just decided to come up here and accept this on behalf of Bo Benton. She's in our Com 101 course, and that's what was allowing her to produce the show. Also with Jens Campbell helping out, and Michael Arnn, I believe, also helped out. And it was a great show because we got a lot of legendary commentary from Ron Vidor, who was been in the television or the film and television industry since the 1950s. It was quite fascinating if you get a chance to listen to it. But I also wanted to point out David Zaldivar was another one of our nominees. I'd like to thank David because he sort of gave new life to the studio. We really hadn't done many recordings in there, and then about a year and a half ago, I think it was David that said, I want to do a podcast, and it kind of brought life back to the studio, and we got the cameras working, and everything was kind of back up and running ever since David took that initiative. So big thanks to David for that. And finally, just before we go on, we talked about the Fab Lab, and I just wanted to point this out. You can't see it very well, but I don't think we can get a close-up, but these are coffee mugs. These are the awards they're getting. Coffee mugs that look like a camera lens, but on the top there's a glass that looks like a lens, and it's been engraved with the letters and the name of the show. So again, thanks to the Fab Lab, we were just blown away that they collaborated with us, and we're very thankful. So, all right, thank you again. Without further ado, on to our next category.
Don't forget your certificate now, brother. Don't forget your certificate.
Okay, I also have to show up the certificate. You're all going to see it later, but this is for TV, in case you don't see it later. Look at this, how beautiful. All right? This was the Marjorie Grace Lee, one of our producers, who put these together. So again, thank you to Marjorie for your wonderful vision and creativity.
Give it up. And that was for the best podcast / radio. I'm going to have to tune into that episode because
I will too. Yes.
Excuse me, whipping on the television. I love y'all, I love my crew, but y'all start whipping me, it's going to be a different production, we're going to have to get something shaking.
Well, congratulations, Bo. Our next category, sponsored by Jacob Lochner with Llama Productions, is Best Promo / PSA.
Yeah, and a promo PSA, to be able to
first off, we have
a clear message in 1 minute or less is a difficult task.
Not only that, but it's got to make you feel something.
You gotta feel something, And I feel like these nominees managed to do exactly that.
They managed to teach us about the Center for the Arts Building and the rules of PCC's television studio.
And don't forget about the promotions of the jewelry at the PCC and the PCC Success Center. I got a little bit of jewelry on me myself. Nothing too crazy. I just came out here just a tad bit, just shining on them.
Okay. I would never, but who are the nominees?
Well, for the nominees, we have an artistic tour by Jaden Garcia,
PCC Promo Success Center by Jesse Chino,
TVR Rules by Christopher Schoen,
and Myra Jewelry by Marjorie Grace Lee.
Now let's have a look at them.
And first off, we have our art gallery. It's open every day at 11 a.m. Here we have some of the students' artwork that they've worked on in the different classes offered in the building.
My name is Jocelyn Ramirez. I work at the Transfer Center and I'm the educational advisor here at Pasadena City College.
I got a lot of help from the Mesa Center.
No unauthorized use, abuse, or misuse of the equipment. No unsafe.
Those are some great PSAs, I do have to say. I gotta watch the TVR one myself, sometimes I may walk in there open toes, I might have a little donut in my hand, so I gotta watch that for myself. But
mind yourself.
But for the winner for the best PSA or promo is
Jesse Chino.
Give it up for the PCC Promo Success Center and Jesse Chino. Jesse is not here, but I will be accepting his award, but I will not be accepting the speech. So shout out to Jesse. I think Shout out to Jesse and everything like that.
Pasadena has a really strong transfer record. Each year, hundreds of students transfer successfully to a CSU, UCs, even private institutions nationwide.
Hi, my name is Felix Avila. I am a physics major here at Pasadena City College. I'm thinking of transferring to Cal Poly Pomona.
My name is Jason, and I'm currently majoring in kinesiology. I transferred out to Cal State LA.
Hello, my name is Jocelyn Ramirez. I work at the Transfer Center, and I'm the educational advisor here at Pasadena City College.
I got a lot of help from the Mesa Center. Since I'm a physics major, they're really helpful when it comes to helping me find resources in terms of transferring.
PCC has provided me with many different resources, some of which are tutoring, counselor help, financial aid. All of these combine together to help me with succeeding in PCC.
We focus on helping them by efficiently transferring confidently, making sure they're prepared academically, personally, but also professionally to the four-year university.
Give it up for Jesse one more time. Yes, yes. And now we're going to have a quick commercial break before we get into the next one. But don't go anywhere if you're at home. Don't leave your seats if you're here. We'll be right back after this.
I had a dream, I had a vision, I had to work for this and you didn't. I had to bleed, still got the stitches. I learned to swim from all your burnt bridges. Say you're the poet and the prophet, but you never saw me coming. Always starving for attention, and I got the kind you wanted, and it's killing you now. You wanna spin it around, but the truth's still the truth. Nothing you can do. I feel it in my bones. Won't bring me down, no, not even close. Go ahead and throw your stones, but you can't stop this. You can't stop this. Dream, and now I live it. Ain't it a gift to know it's God-given? I'm not gonna waste it. Stop wasting your breath. Stop speaking in whispers. Say that with your chest. I feel it in my bones. Won't bring me down, no, not even close. Go ahead and throw your stones, but you can't stop this. You can't stop this. I won't back down. I just can't shake this feeling like I'm up so high. I got no doubt this life ain't got no ceiling like. You won't break me, I won't back down. I just can't shake this feeling like I'm up so high. I got no doubt this life ain't got no ceiling like.
And welcome back to my controversial break. I hope you didn't miss me too much, you know.
You have to wait a bit more for us, though, because now presenting the award for Best Documentary is the sponsor of this category, Glenn Cunanan.
All right, hello, everyone. Oh, I can't see. Thank you, Dom and TJ. It's truly an honor to be here tonight and support a category that represents the heart of what we do. Storytelling with purpose and intention. Documentary work isn't easy. It takes patience, discipline, curiosity, and the ability to really listen to the world around you. And this year, our students showed all that and more. I also want to take a moment to acknowledge the hard work of every student in our TVR program. Whether you were behind the camera in the edit bay and master control, here on the floor, running sound, gathering field productions, and each of you all contributed to a culture of professionalism that defines this department. You're not just completing assignments, you are building the foundation for your future careers. And very briefly, I want to recognize 4 students who really embodied the commitment. Mariana Ceballos, who represented her classmates from TVR 007, Fall 2024 for Best Multicam, helped build a complex show entirely from ground up, from full show package to green screen lighting and everything between. And she also is nominated for Best Documentary. Jesse Chino, who's not here today, who just won the award. He's one of my students in 2 of my classes. He always shows up, always helps, always goes the extra mile. And David Munoz, whose documentary you'll see tonight, someone who pushed himself by listening, focusing, and treating this like a real client collaboration. He'd be texting me in the middle of the night, and obviously it paid off. So, and lastly, Jaden Leidig, who just won, approaches filmmaking with discipline, clarity, and real drive, never defensive, always learning, and always coachable. So I'm incredibly proud of everyone here and your creativity and your resilience that inspires everything we do. So now, the nominees for Best Documentary are Starting Over in My 30s, created by Tai Tran. Inside Soriano Pictures, created by Veronica Bonafide. And The Aftermath of the Eaton Fire, created by David Edward Munoz. And Colima y sus sabores, voces que inspiran, by Mariana Cardenas Ceballos. So let's have a look at our nominees.
Hi, I was born in a small town in Vietnam, and I lived in Ho Chi Minh City before I moved to the US.
So tell me, how did you find your amazing talent?
We worked with, her name is Jamie Beebe, and she's a casting agent. And
the same adjuster as the structural adjuster for the house and the land. Oh, it's just been very overwhelming.
Yo inicié con una ollita pequeña. Tenía $50, no tenía trabajo, tenía $50 y con eso.
And the winner for Best Documentary is The Aftermath of the Eaton Fire, David Edward Munoz.
The property is not the same adjuster as the structural adjuster for the house and the land. Oh, it's just been very overwhelming.
Don't be texting me at 1 in the morning.
The enormity of this disaster for those of us who live here cannot be understood, cannot be comprehended by anyone who has not gone through the same experience. You know, we see floods and hurricanes and tornadoes and things going on across the country, and we say, oh, gee, that's, too bad. But until you go through it, the mental stress that it puts on people.
Telling us that the lack of help they're getting is, quote, numbing.
I feel that the mismanagement, the evacuation all the way through to today was the mismanagement of forgetting about the people and rushing to recreate the structure to continue.
Thank you for this honor. I want to thank my parents, my sister, my brother-in-law, and their newborn baby who are watching this. I hope so. I hope they're watching. And I want to thank Professor Knonen for being a great mentor, a great professor. Thank you very much for everything. And I want to thank Isaac, Jacob, Michelle for all of their help. And I also want to thank those who lost their homes and still invited me over to talk to them. It was a great pleasure meeting them, and I want to share their story abroad. Thank you very much.
Give it up once again for Professor Glenn and David winning.
That was so touching.
Yeah, that says something about both of them. You know, David texting in the middle of the night, great student, but Professor Glenn to answer, that's also great, because I don't even answer past like 11:30. Ain't nobody hitting my phone. So congrats to them, and congrats to Mr. Glenn for presenting the award for Best Documentary. But our next category is Best Live Stream / Multicam Production. This one is sponsored by Kenneth Thomas, another esteemed professor of TVR, the TVR department, and my personal professor at that.
Creating and directing a multicam production is a daunting task, but these students were certainly up for the challenge.
And the challenge it is, having to manage multiple camera angles, sound qualities, and transitions all on the spot, all live for the world to see.
Yes, I just took this class, and trust me, it is a handful. No reshoots or retries either. I don't know if I could handle that kind of pressure, but did.
You did. We both did in our little football production. You know, we had to deal. And if you would have had to deal with me for a live production, I promise you, you would also be on this list. So it seems like we're handling good right now.
All right. For this category, we have another special guest. Presenting the award for Best Live Stream or Multicam Production, we have the executive producer of PCC's AV Awards and a professor and the chairman for PCC's TVR department, James Patrick.
All right, back again. So what you're seeing today is an example of the hard work and dedication that goes into trying to put together a live multi-camera production. Our team here, this TVR 107 group, has been working hard on this for about 3 weeks, and we've had students in the office until after midnight last night, in fact, putting things together for the show. It's just one example of how hard it is to do a live show. Once you commit to it, you have to make sure all the elements that you need are all put into place before the actual show begins. And hopefully you're able to be able to work with your actors and rehearse and fine tune everything so you can have the best show that you can possibly can. Our nominees in this category have done that. I do want to spotlight a couple things we do. The football live stream is one of the nicer opportunities, I think, for TVR 7 students, or TVR students in general. They get a chance to do live sports, and that's a great opportunity. That's one of our nominees, as well as their TVR 7, 16A, and 16B classes, which feature live multicam production in our studio, and almost everybody in here has done that at some point or another. So I also just want to shout out to Mr. Glenn Kunanen once again. Give him a nice round of applause. So Glenn came on about 2 years ago, and he's been an amazing addition to our department, such an inspiring figure and a mentor to so many that have gone on to great professionalism. All right, so now I will go to the actual scripted elements. I think we have to rewind the teleprompter a tiny little bit. All right, so for the nominees for Best Live Screen Multicam are PCC Weekday Morning, Episode 1, produced by PCC's Fall 2024 TVR 7 class. Football Live Stream, Golden West Rustlers versus PCC Lancers, directed by Samuel Ledesma. Every Girl Likes Flowers, directed by Karina Cardenas. And Dracula, filmed by Isaac Chun. Now, let's have a look at our nominees.
Today, we celebrate 100 incredible years of this vibrant community. Each segment brings you stories of inspiration, culture, and most importantly,
Yeah, that was smart. Really, look at him hold it there. He's very patient in the handoff. Hold it now. Really smart. He waited till 7, changed his eyesight, and then that's a big number, 0.
Flowers? You told me on our first date that you hate flowers. You said they were a waste of money.
Every girl likes flowers, Jacob.
So...
All right, great entries there. And the winner for Best Live Stream or Multicam is PCC Weekday Morning, Episode 1, produced by PCC's Fall 2024 TVR 7 class.
Well, those are all the interviews that we had from the PCC students here. Now, back to the live broadcast.
It's crazy to think that in just 27 short days, we start a whole new year. It's crazy to think, though, at the same time, that January 1st, 2024 was so long ago, it just feels like it was right around the corner. Finally, correspondent Mariana Cardenas Ceballos caught up with Coach Robert Tucker on the eye of the American Division Championship Bowl, which could mark PCC's first championship win in 50 years.
Hi, my name is Mariana Cardenas. Welcome to PCC Weekday Morning. We had the opportunity to interview the head coach of the football game, Robert Tucker. We know your team has done an incredible performance this season. And it's also an important year for PCC because it's the 100 years and also you are going to be part of the American Championship game. How do you feel?
And coming up to accept their award is none other than Mr. Glenn. Come back up here, big dog.
Glenn Cunanan.
Yes, thank you, everyone. Whew, I'm accepting on behalf of my students, Fall 2024, which was my first semester teaching, and they just blew it out of the water. I'm impressed with everyone. It takes a team, and they all put it together. Thank you, everyone.
Me and TJ were part of the Golden West game.
Oh, we were indeed.
So,
that was a great game, you know. So I had a personal root for football, but you know, obviously, I'm not a judge for a reason.
Right, and you're not a good host either. Well, that was a great speech, Mr. Cunanan. Congratulations, TVR, TVR 7, Class of Fall 2024. We get to present a category again.
I want a break, bro. I don't even want to do this no more. I think I need a break or something after that.
You would.
What do you mean by that? What do you mean I would need a break?
For our next category,
what are you talking about?
Sponsored by Jacob Lochner, with Llama Productions, we have a Best Narrative Film. I feel like there's so many movies that come out every year, I never know what to watch.
Man, tell me about it. There's so many iconic movies that come out this year. Fantastic Four, Moana 2, Bad Guys 2, Zootopia 2 just came out.
You haven't named a single good one yet.
All of those were great movies. Utopia 2 was amazing. Moana, you should love Moana. What are we talking about? A woman out here
Can
trying
we
to
say
save
something
her.
about Sinners?
Sinners was
Michael
cool.
B. Jordan.
It would have ended in 5 minutes with me. I'm not letting no vampire in my room, brother. Take your shoes off first, at least. But if I had to, you know, my top four, I mean, obviously, I think our top four would have to be our nominees for today.
Our nominees.
Indeed. That's what we're going to be getting into. So one of the nominees is Time Lessons by Ty Tran. Another one is The Flower and the Pearl by Ashley Ning. Beyond the Horizon by Tegan Lewis.
Until Death Do Us Apart, created by Marjorie Grace Liu.
Now let's take a look at the nominees.
The world wasn't rushing. I was.
It used to be one of my favorite places to go.
Why is that?
Well, my brother and I would come here a lot. We would play on the trail and play catch with a baseball.
Hi there, handsome. Have you seen my husband? He went somewhere, but I can't remember where.
I'm certain he'll come up.
Those were a lot of great selections to choose from, but again, only one could win. And the winner is...
Ty Tran.
Then came May 30. One morning, I sat by window with my tea, and something inside me slowed down. I realized time doesn't speak up or slow down. The world wasn't rushing. I was.
give it up once again. Now, she was unable to make it today, but nevertheless, that was a great video right there. Amazing narrative film. We were all happy to see that.
Congratulations, Ty. Now, do you know what time it is?
Oh, I know what time it is. It's time for our next commercial break. Now, when we come back, we'll be awarding our final categories.
See you guys after the break.
For us, a centennial is more than a milestone. At Pasadena City College, our centennial is a launch pad, and our rich past fuels us forward. Created in 1924 to meet the needs of a growing San Gabriel Valley, PCC was never a bystander to history. At PCC, we make history and rewrite the future. Today, PCC is a premier community college, ranked among the finest higher education institutions in the nation, and we're the best in California for helping students transfer. We are innovators and creators, achievers and leaders who embrace our responsibility to serve our community and to make our city and region stronger. PCC infuses more than $500 million into our regional economy and graduates 4,000 students every year. As we celebrate our first century, we launch boldly into the next 100 years, pushing the bar of excellence higher, certain that together we will reach new and greater heights. Join us as we write our next chapter. Pasadena City College, celebrating 100 years of excellence.
Hello, and welcome back from the commercial. I can't believe that the first AV Awards is almost over. This has been so much fun this afternoon. I want to start celebrating right now.
Me too. I've got all this energy. It just makes me want to dance.
Ooh, just make you want to dance, huh? Just make you feel like you got a little boogie in you. You feel me? Like a little napkin got a little boogie in you. Oh, that was tough. Well, you're in luck for that if you got a little boogie in you, because this last category is the best music video, sponsored by Gilbert Rivera from PCC Strategic Communication and Marketing Department. All the way from "Hit Me, Baby, One More Time" to all the single ladies. You know what I mean? A music video is no easy feat, so I'm hoping that we get
Is
some
that
nice
easy
ones
to do
today.
in those shoes?
Everything's easy to do in these shoes. Come on now, you're lucky I ain't moonwalk out here.
From stunning visuals to sick beats, our nominees explore a range of genres from alternative jazz to pop to contemporary R&B, using music to tell a story with flow and rhythm, with a combination of lyrics and instrumentals to influence their editing and direction.
Yeah, that's right. Without further ado, here are the nominees for the best music video. First one is A Coldplay, directed by Christopher Schoen.
Worldwide, created by Robert Medina.
Stay in Your Lane, performed by Lovely Lamar.
And Bust Your Kneecaps, co-directed by Marjorie Grace Lee.
Now let's take a look at these nominees.
To make you proud, and every mile I drive, and the next time you drive, we call it smart family business, and the family is famous.
Wow, those were some great music videos. It's hard to choose from. But again, only one winner. And the winner is Lovely Lamar for Stay in Your Lane. Give it up.
I hope to make you proud, and every mile I drive, eye, you'll see the love in my eyes. Blood in the heel, I'm taking the wheel. I wish you were here to ride beside me still. But I know we can never turn back the clock. We can live to forgive what we lost. I'll never forget every single one of the lessons you taught. After all, you're the one who told me stay your land.
Give it up. Now, Lamar is not here today, but I actually got to work with Lamar a couple of times. I hosted she had an open mic night kind of thing where a lot of PCC people could come and do their own live music, and Lamar had a very special song there. That just shows her amazing talent. Give it up for her crew, Alan, Andy, and her entire, she has a vast crew, so just give it up for them and Lamar. Great music video, great visuals.
This category is so special that some of them didn't even know they were submitting for this.
That's right. The last category of the night is the Judges Award. This award is given out to the project that stood out the most out of all of the submissions and all the nominees. The Judges Award is sponsored by Gilbert Rivera and will be presented by none other than Mr. James Patrick.
All right, back again. So the judges category, this was something that did not exist, as it was mentioned. We saw one submission that kind of stood so far above every other submission in the fact that it was very well written and it had a very interesting story and amazing special effects and makeup and just locations that we felt it was it kind of deserved to be in its own stratosphere. So I made the executive decision to create the Judges Award, and that's what we're going to be looking at today. So the Judges Award that we have selected is for a production that was submitted by Maya Christie, who's a student here at PCC, and the name of the production is Starstruck.
You're back. Oh, you're not an alien.
Oh, what's an alien?
Oh, life form from another planet. Technically, maybe in this case, sentient life from outside of Earth. I don't know, I just thought...
Oh! Yes, I am an alien.
Wait, actually?
Come, I'll explain. My translator says my name is Ella in your language.
I'm... Juno.
Juno. This is where I come from, Eunomia, but I learned how to fly, barely, and I left. I needed to find my way home.
How did you end up there?
It was an accident. Are you all right?
Who, me? Yeah, I'm good. I'm all good. It's just that this is real, you know?
I think so. Could you show me?
Show you
everything?
Yeah, But I have to warn you, you know, you've been to space and Earth is...
Okay. Hi, I'm Lindsay. I'm the director of the project, and I'm the producer. Yeah. So she's the one that goes here and submitted it. But this is really cool, that especially considering a whole new category was made. That's a huge honor. So thank you so much. That's very, very cool. This production definitely took like every single tool in our toolbox to create. One of our filming days was 18 hours long, lovingly nicknamed the Behemoth. We finished the big set that you saw there at 4:30 in the morning, like the night before the film. I built miniatures for it. We did a whole lot of different VFX stuff, if you want to say anything about that.
Like we used like 4 different programs to do all the VFX, and yeah.
So it definitely, every single tool sort of got used, and it's really cool to be here and to get this. Thank you so much, everyone.
Thank you.
Give it up once again for them. That is insane. 18-hour workday. Good Lord. Where's OSHA when you need them? I feel like that is not legal, but thanks again for the amazing speech, and you clearly deserve the Judges Award. They loved it. Congratulations, and can you believe it? The show it's over.
As heartbroken as I am, I'm so excited for all our nominees and winners tonight.
Me too, me too. Thank you for everyone coming out and everyone decided to watch at home to celebrate these amazing students and the hard work on their productions. Let's give them a big round of applause once again.
And thank you to all the students who have worked overtime getting this production on its way. And thank you to the TVR department for giving us a platform to come up here and have some fun with you guys. And to the cast, us, and thank you, TJ, as well.
Oh, you're so welcome. I know you just couldn't wait to see my presence. It's just the light in your day, isn't it?
I wake up and think of you.
I bet you do. And give a round of applause for the crew who helped put this together as well. Dom said it before, but thank you to them, and thank you, most importantly, to our sponsors. Thank you so much. We couldn't have done it without your money and your support.
Of course. Congratulations, everyone. Please join us outside for some refreshments, and we'll see you next year.
A big thank you to our hosts today, TJ Collins and Dominique Lopez, and to our sponsors, Glenn Canunnan with Ostrich Farm Productions, Jacob Lochner with Llama Productions, Glenn Gershon, James Patrick, Kenneth Thomas, Liesl Reinhardt, Gilbert Rivera, and William Del Rosario from PCC Strategic Communications and Marketing Department. Lucky Boy Restaurants, and a very special thank you to Iman Coughlin at the PCC Fab Lab. Congratulations to today's winners. To see the full-length production of today's nominees, visit lancerstudios.org. I'm William Beckham, and on behalf of all the TVR 107 students, thank you all for joining us and have a good night.